Hi, it's Brian with NeverState.com. Today we're doing the car deadlift. So you're probably on a better day than I am. Which should be a good time. Let's go.
So you guys ever plan something out thinking that it's going to be awesome, and then when it comes out, it's not? Yeah, that pretty much describes that intro. And if you guys have not noticed, these are not weights. I am not at my gym. And the reason why is because if you're watching this, I am actually on my way to the Arnold Classic. I have a ton of big news coming up that I'm going to get to at the end of the video, but here, before we get into that, I want to show you guys some of my training footage from this week. I was lucky enough to hit a 310-pound strict press PR, and a bunch of car deadlifts, and car deadlifts are kind of interesting to watch because it's not something you normally see. So I am going to show you that footage now, and then I'll catch up with you guys right back here afterwards and tell you about the news. Alright guys, so in strongman it's a constant question about how much these odd objects weigh. So to find out, I broke out my vet scale and weighed myself.
238.2.
Alright, so 238.2, and then I deadlifted the car while standing on the scale so we could get the difference in weight.
665. So 665 minus 238. Mathematicians?
Not me.
Calculaticians?
Jeez, 427.
So it's like a 427 pound. It's ridiculous.
And we probably shouldn't enter any math contests anytime soon. So it adds 430 pounds approximately, plus the weight that I'm adding to the frame. Between the car deadlifts, I was working up on doubles this day. I was hitting single arm barbell rows, glute ham raises, and windshield wipers. Now, on that first set of the car deadlift, I had added 90 extra pounds to the frame. You'll see the plates right behind me when I'm standing there. So then I moved up to adding 2 more plates, so it's 180 pounds, making the weight approximately 610 there. Now I jump back and show you guys a little bit of the single arm barbell rows and going to the windshield wipers. Now the single arm barbell rows are an awesome way to build up your strength and a great way to get some dumbbell row work in if your dumbbells aren't heavy enough. And then for this set, I added 3 plates each side, which is 270 extra pounds, or it comes out to about 700 pounds total. And that went really well, so I decided to add 2 more plates, which takes me up to 790, and this is actually my top set of the day. Definitely starting to struggle there, not cool, but I thought, you know what, I'm feeling pretty strong. I think I could add another plate, which was probably a mistake.
No way. No way.
And then we jumped up to the strict press. Now the strict press is more of an assistance exercise for me since in strongman we're allowed to use our legs. And I'm just showing you guys my sets that I worked up here. So that was 135, here's 185, and I'm just hitting singles. I didn't know what was going to be there, wasn't going to be there this day, but I figure you're not going to know if you don't try. 275 gets a little bit back behind me, and I take a step. That's all right, definitely got that. So I loaded 310, which is a 5-pound PR. I get under, get braced, and I could hang out and watch a movie, how long that rep took. But I got it, and that is a PR. Alright guys, so there you go. Hopefully that was not too painfully boring for you. At the time that you guys are watching this, I am actually on my way to the Arnold, like I said earlier, and I did not have time to get to the gym to tape in my normal setting. So that's why you guys are getting a bunch of books instead of a bunch of weights. It's weird recording at home. So as many of you know, I have vowed to not go to the Arnold until I earn my spot there for the Amateur National Championships. However, one of Brian Shaw's training partners and coaches actually had an extra pass and he asked me to go. So I get to go and be kind of behind the scenes for the Pro Strongman event. And then I have a couple of the adaptive athletes that are part of my gym that I'm going there to coach on Sunday. So I will be there all weekend long. I'm really not sure how much time I'm going to be out amongst everyone else with the booths and all that kind of stuff. I have no idea what to expect, guys. But if you do see me and you want to come up and say hi, that'd be awesome. I'd love to meet you. But in reality, I couldn't pass this opportunity up because being behind the scenes for something as big as the Arnold is going to be massive. Just see how those pro guys warm up, how they interact, how they prepare for events, what their coaches say to them. I think it's going to make me a better competitor and a better coach So I can't really go wrong there. Thank you so much, Andy, for this opportunity. I am hoping to get a bunch of footage from there, but honestly, I don't know what the deal is with the behind the scenes. I'm not going to stick the camera in anyone's face or anywhere that people do not want it, or it is not allowed. So, like I said, I don't really know what to expect, and I don't know what the regulations or rules or just common courtesy are. So I'm gonna try to get a lot of good footage, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But you guys will definitely know next week because I will be back and be uploading it. In other big YouTube news, at least for me, Omar Esoff actually reached out to me and asked if I would do a video for his channel. So I had originally planned to get that done this week, but to be completely honest, when I am leaving so early in the week, it cuts everything down in order to get my normal videos out, plus my online personal training, my online programming. It was a lot. So hopefully I will get that to him next week. I'm not sure when he's gonna upload it, but man, if you guys have not checked out Omar's channel, it is awesome. Seriously, go check him out. He is an awesome fitness YouTuber with some really impressive lifts and is one of the nicest and most helpful coaches out there in the industry. So go over to his page, check him out, subscribe while you're there, check out some videos. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So that's coming up, which is really big news for me because that gets me in front of a lot of other eyes, a whole different kind of viewership that I'm not getting now. So I'm hoping it goes really well, and I thank you so much, Omar, for this opportunity. I'm gonna get you that video as soon as possible, man. And finally, the last bit of big news is that I've decided to try to go to nationals again this year. After last year, I really wasn't sure if I'd go, but it's the 20th anniversary in Vegas. It's probably gonna be the biggest strongman show of all time. I have a bunch of athletes from my gym who are already going. They're already qualified. I am not qualified yet, but if I figured if I'm gonna be there anyway coaching, I might as well compete as well. So I'm looking at a competition probably 10 to 12 weeks out so I can cut and train for it and then hopefully qualify for nationals. If not, I will be jumping right into another competition, trying to qualify for nationals. But my only downside is that I'm trying to pick contests that don't have a lot of moving events because of my foot. For those of you who have not been with the channel for a long time, my foot has been messed up for the better part of a year now. Last year, I did not get it fixed because I was on my way to nationals. I planned to get it fixed directly after nationals, and then life got in the way and my business has kind of been exploding. So I really haven't had time to take a couple weeks down where I could not be working. I can't afford to do that. And now we're getting close enough to nationals that I need to get into a local event, qualify, and then start training for nationals. I have a lot to do. But last year I actually hurt my foot on a yoke walk. It broke, if this is my foot, it broke this bone at the base of my foot and then this part of my toe. And when it did, it ripped off the tendons and ligaments, so I do not have tendons and ligaments in it right now. So when I do carry events and I train for them, my toe literally dislocates and starts creeping up on the top of my foot. It's pretty gross. It doesn't really bother me with static lifts, but when I move with heavy objects, it definitely gets a little angry. So I'm trying to pick a show that has very little moving events so that I don't need to train a bunch for it. I know Nationals is gonna have a bunch of moving events, but I am willing to cripple myself for nationals. Not so much a local show. So hopefully all of that goes smoothly, but I have begun my cut and I have started training and looking at shows. I do not know exactly which one I am going to do yet, but it is probably gonna be about 10 to 12 to 14 weeks out, and hopefully that one goes well enough that I can qualify for nationals and I won't need to worry about any other contests before that. Yeah, we will see how that goes. Anyway guys, there will be no video this weekend because like I said, I'm going to be at the Arnold and I'm pretty sure it's going to be about a 24/7 sprint from Thursday until we leave sometime Sunday night. But I really do appreciate you guys watching. Until I see you next week with some Arnold footage, go out and do something amazing in your lives. Keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. And I'll see you then.